All right, so following step one, we're going to work on step two, which is how to use the GALE database to do research for our class. So I'm going to start with, in Schoology, our folder here that has step one and then step two. I'm going to go ahead and click on the folder for step two. So in step two's folder, you can actually see that it says link to the GALE database. If you click on that, what will happen is you are given this hyperlink, and if you click on the hyperlink, you're going to get the redirect notice, and then you're going to hit continue. So what we have here then is Fort Wayne Community Schools' access to what is known as our GALE databases. Fort Wayne Community Schools pays a subscription fee to GALE so that students can have access to high quality resources when they are researching things, no matter what grade level that they're in. We currently are working on a Black History Month research paper, and so the GALE database that we're going to use today, once you go to this link, is the one down here and to the right that says U.S. History. So I'm going to go ahead and click on that. So this database allows you to look up the history of the individuals that you chose yesterday for your research topic. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to pick the one that Jaime picked, which was Muhammad Ali. And so I'm going to just type his name in here. And what will happen is once I search it, I'm looking, and this is not exactly what I was looking for. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of do an advanced search. And if I search for that, I am more likely to actually get the research that I was looking for. So I can test this by looking at the results of the database results here, and I can see that the pictures that I have here refer to Muhammad Ali. So now that I've actually researched and found a list of resources according to this database, let me describe why you need to use this. First and foremost, when you're using the GALE databases, these have actually been vetted for content. You don't just go out on the internet and randomly search things. The capacity for you to find research that's false or incorrect in the age of misinformation and disinformation is really bad. So using a GALE database ensures that things have been vetted and are generally true. Things that are opinionated are labeled as being opinionated. Things that are considered reference or factual information are labeled as such. And not only that, the database offers a wide variety of things that you can use for your research. So when you use the GALE database, looking at the results here, what we actually have here are the first set of things are what are known as references. So reference. For our actual research paper, I'm going to require you to find multiple reference examples as your research sources. In this case, when I look at references, I'm going to go ahead and click on the list of references that they actually have here, and you can see that he is cited in the boxing reference here. So I'm going to go ahead and check out this source just to see what's there. So obviously what they do is they show you the name of the person that you were actually researching, and just to see if there was any sort of relevance to your search within the source itself. So you can obviously see they've got information about Muhammad Ali and his fight against George Foreman, the Rumble in the Jungle, the fact that he was a 3-time champ, etc. So this would be considered a reference source, and it comes from this source known as American Decades. I'm going to hit the back button. So that's one of the sources that could be used as research for Muhammad Ali. Similarly, then, there's a whole bunch of reference resources. So you got to make sure that they fit. 1960s sports and games. So that's the references list. The next thing that you'll find when you actually search for this is a list of biographies. So when you're researching, no matter who it is that you're chosen, you're going to find an awful lot of biographical resources. Well, in this case, I'm probably going to have you use a minimum of 2 for your research paper of biographies. And if you take a look at the resource under biographies, this first one says Muhammad Ali. If you preview it, you can see, obviously, they give a lot of information about how he was born to box. And this is one of the longer sources, so it's probably going to have an awful lot of information that you would want about Muhammad Ali. Now we're going to discuss what you're going to do with this information on a source-by-source basis once we get there. But in either case, you can see that there are 26 biographies that are available that you could look through. You only have to choose a couple of them and actually read them accordingly. And we'll discuss what you do when you do that. Another reason that I like this particular resource too is that they have what are known as primary sources. Primary sources are documents that actually came from the time period that you were researching. So they have some things that came out of that. The other reason I like this database is it has images sources. And for my TV radio broadcast class, I actually require them to find some of these image resources accordingly. They also have videos about the topics that you're looking for. So one of the videos that they have available is from the New York Times video collection. There's another one called What's My Name, which is from the New York Times video collection. I would actually encourage you in our research paper process for you to actually open these up and watch some of the videos, because one of the videos could be used as one of your research sources. If I scroll down a little more, there's also audio sources where you can actually listen to podcasts about this particular topic. Those are a resource. The other thing that you have available are magazine articles. So all of these are actual magazine articles that were about Muhammad Ali. If I scroll down a little bit further, there's news articles about Muhammad Ali. So, and then last but not least, we have academic journals, which those are like for, upper level students. Usually you see the Lexile is usually a bit higher. This one's 1680, so they're obviously going to have some things. Now, I don't know if this one actually applies now that I look at the title. But in either case, the reason we use the GALE databases is because this is a great way to find reliable information. So this is how we're going to actually do our research, is we're going to be searching using this GALE in context. Now I'm going to do a quick recap of what we were doing. I'm going to go back to the link in the GALE database. The way you access it is you simply click on here, you hit continue, and then you go to the U.S. History button, and this is where you'll actually be researching. So we're going to be using GALE in context in order to research the biographies of the people that you're going to be researching. And this database is going to be the way in which we do it.